old lock. This is all that's left. But you can see the outline of the old lock. See all the way around. This water over here would have stretched in here. Now all you've got is this over here. So windy today. It's like 40 winds here. I was on my way to a place called Saline, and I came past this big hill. It's steeper on the other side, you'll see it. I couldn't resist the climb it, so I had to climb it, but the signal was bad up there, so I didn't bother doing a stream up the hill. How you doing, Tabar? I just subscribed to you, mate. I realised that you actually produce content, so I'm one of your new subs, mate. See what's over here. So we're in the middle of Fife somewhere. Well, no Fife. Falkirk. God knows, guys. We're in the middle of somewhere. What's this? What's that? Oh, is that wood? Just wood. So guys, we're just exploring, see if we can find any ancient remains of anything. Any stone circles or standing stones. How you good? No mask. Nice to see you, mate. I was quite curious about the hill opposite the one I climbed. This one here with a turbine on it. Alright, Shell. So windy here, guys, so sorry about the wind. I just can't help the noise factor here. This looks like a giant quarry over here. It's like a big crater in the ground. Over that way there's a big quarry. That's the hill I just climbed there. This hill looks interesting, guys, this one. See these terraces? See these lines you see going around the hill? These are all terraces. Used to grow. The ancient people used to grow on the hills, facing the sun. Because it's usually south facing, these terraces. That looks like an old quarry. It's been quarried out. It's like an ancient quarry, or someone's been quarrying here at some point. That rock. Somebody's hiding something here. This is the whole thing will collapse on me. A big crevice. Aye, so I reckon they probably would have quarried it for the old walls around here. This is steep, guys. This goes up like that. So I'm going to climb this one next. It's got turbines on top of it. Like I said before, guys, sorry about the wind. It's horrendous. I'm getting a wee rest for it here. Let's see how I can get up this steep fella. Looks like there's some boulders up there. Probably better go the way I came. How you doing, it, William or WM? WM, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. I don't know if that's short for William or what. Or Willem. William. Right. It's under here. Don't know what that is, some remains of something. Wee hut there. Found a wee hut, wee shelter. A tiny wee burn trickling through there, tiny wee bit of water. Oh, look at this. That's like wild onions or something growing there, look. Is that wild onions? How's this? We've got the wee burn here that I jumped over. Bit to go under. Oh. Now these are like wild onions or something. These. Anybody know what these are? God, the flies, man. They're like wild onions. Wow. The amount of flies here, man. But what is it? I don't know what that is. Some kind of generator here. God knows. Something over the fence. It's starting to rain. See where an old river came down there, joined onto this burn here. Old river flowed. Now it's gone. Raining pretty heavy now. Just want to see what's around it. It's probably a easier slope to climb. Always is with these hills. There's usually a steep face and then a nice easy slope to climb. There's the quite nice landscape though. Is that hailstones I can feel? This feels like hailstones. Are they daffodils? Are they? Daffodils? God knows. See there. I think it's easier. The slope declines quite a bit. Big Highland coo there with the horns. He's looking at me. Oh no. Big bull. The big bull. He's looking at me. Wow. Big bull's gone away. This might be just a natural protrusion. Jesus, the wind! There's a big bull over there. We're going to see the bull. Yes, this could be bloody something. The mortar. It's mortar, guys. So this has definitely been a man-made structure. These have been cemented together. So we're back to the bull. The bull might come creeping up on me. Let me watch. So guys, I think this could be some kind of ancient structure because of it looks like they used mortar in between these boulders. Like an ancient kind of mortar. Right guys, we're going to go and see the bull. He keeps looking at me. I'm going to approach him from the other way. I'll show you how big he is. He must be a ton. He must be a ton in weight. Easy. Wind is unbelievable. This must be the farm. Guys, who's up there? Up on the hill. So no excuse for a bad signal then. Here. It's a whole farm. Jeez. I've never seen formation like this before. Like the sand with these big boulders inside them. Look at that. Anyone seen anything like this before? That's crazy. That's crazy rock formations. wall that's been buried in sand. This could be a wall that's been buried. I'm not sure if it's granite. Look at that. It's like it's been put in rows. Look at that. It's like a neat row. This is in sand. It's like sand. Right. Sand with these little lumps of granite. They look probably granite like. Look at it. Is this ancient seabed? This could be like an ancient seabed. Square that is. Watch the big bull, doesn't it, come round the corner? It's huge. Right guys, I'm going to go up the hill and see if there's anything else. Piece of pipe. I'm in a place called, well, I'm near a place called Saline. I was on my way to a place called Saline. Look at that. Look at that, people. I've never seen anything like that. Well, that looks like a wee hidey hole up there. Right, let's go up and see these bad boys. These monstrosities. Imagine when them came flying off. I feel a bit weary about walking about underneath them. A bit sadness. Right guys, I was actually on my way to an old graveyard. Talking about graveyards, I was on my way to an old graveyard when I seen this hill, and I couldn't resist but climb it. That looks like it could have been something here. I'm not sure what the area is called. It's near a place called Saline. Saline. That looks like cliffs over there. Walls or cliffs. There's where we just were, over there. Has that been carved? Like Fife and Clackmannanshire kind of way. I'm practically in the middle of nowhere, to be honest with you. And now I have to get down to my car. You can see these old terraces, see this? See these guys, these lines going across the hill. These were old terraces that the ancients used to grow on. We used to grow on these hills because at the bottom it was all marshy and wet in ancient times. A couple of thousand years ago, a lot of this would have been wet and water and swamp. So the ancients used to grow up in these hills. And you can see the terraces, see where the lines are. It's like ribs. They're ancient terraces. So they used to grow up on the hill. Reminds you of the Mount of Olives. They used to grow on the hillsides. South facing. Usually south facing, and that's south this way, so you can see it's definitely an old terracing, an ancient terracing. So that's the ancient agriculture there. How the fuck did I get down this hill? That's steep, man. I need to go back over the way I came, I think. Once again, they've probably put these wind turbines on an ancient site. This is probably an old settlement of some kind. Because back in the day, everybody lived on hilltops. Everybody lived on a hilltop. It's the best defence. And it was the best way to communicate to each tribe. They used to light fires to signal to the next tribe if like the Romans were coming or some Vikings or some shit like that. So the hilltops were always populated. Most hilltops you go to in Scotland, you'll find some kind of remains of some ancient settlement. But also you'll find modern stuff like wind turbines and masts, phone masts. comes off now, my head's coming clean off. I'm getting away from you here, man. You're making me nervous. Making me nervous. I'm getting away from that. There's a pylon right there, so there's no excuse to lose a signal. Look, summertime, and I'm wearing a fucking polo neck. Right, back to the car. I'm going back to the car. I'm going to an old graveyard I found on the map. And I was sitting in my house, an old graveyard, and it's got like gravestones from like 1600. So I was actually on my way to a graveyard, and I passed these hills, these interesting looking hills. And like I said, I seen the terracing, like the old growing terracing. When you see these lines on the hills, it's ancient. You know there was an ancient population living there at some point. I can hear Knock Hill. I'm actually near Knock Hill. Knock Hill racing course that is close to here. So if anybody knows where Knock Hill is, I'm close to there. In the racing course, Knock Hill. I'm somewhere near there. I actually hear a race happening. Hear that? I couldn't see Knock Hill when I was at the top of the hill, like. That looks like a wee cave up there. We're just up there. That's steep. I wasn't going to walk down that, look. How steep that is. We're rolling down it. But yep, I'll show you this. There's a farm named Susie. There's a farm name, and it's a farm. This is actually a farm land, I think. Well, this is farmland. So it's not a particular town or anything. It's just like a piece of land. So that's an old that's a red brick. See that? So there's definitely some kind of modern building here at one point. Maybe burnt down by the looks of it. And there's my car. The fuck's that? Oh, it's a crow. It's pretty fresh kill. Poor crow. You can see this burn, this water runs right along. So I'm still going to go to my old graveyard. It's only 6 minutes this way, guys. Look at that. Look how obvious that terracing is. It's like steps. Ancient agriculture right there, people. And Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh's got the same patterns on the south side, south facing edge of the hill. See there? See there, guys? How obvious that is. Because all this was marsh. Couldn't grow anything on this land, on the flat parts. almost like Waterworld. Everyone's got their own little island, and everyone's got their own little island, like a hill, and everywhere else is like. Right, people, end the stream here. I'm going to start at an ancient graveyard. It's like a 6th, 17th century graveyard. I'm going to check out. So I'll see you there. Cheers.